Hey, in this video I will be workshopping two new routes that I've been looking into for 1.0 any percent. I'm just going to go through the more insane one, the one that most diverges from current route, and then I'll explain what the route would be if you didn't want to go insane, because it turns out that there are some choice advantages and disadvantages to 1.0. At least what I'm doing for this. So I'm going to call this Cartless. You may wonder why. So the intro is the same. I'm going to be cutting out the loading times, by the way, don't worry about it. So hopefully this won't be 20 minutes long. Oh sweet, I got the best one. And back. So you may notice from the title of this video, which may or may not be what I'm going to be calling it, we're going to head somewhere special first. This is the bleeder first routes. So we're actually going to warp onto the bleeder. So I'll be right back. Alright, so now we are on the bleeder. And so we're going to set up the dynamite, one of the real main objectives. So the problem arises from doing bleeder first is that you can't go through here. For both of these routes, you have to find an alternate way off, and it actually turns out that through the usage of an obnoxious amount of loading, there's a couple of ways. The way that I've found that probably works best for now, although I'm probably going to workshop a better way off, is you can downwarp through this bridge, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate with the new game stuff. I think there might be a better way where if you face in the right direction on new game, you might be able to skip both this wall and the invisible wall that stretches off the bridge to just fall off it, because downwarping sucks, as I'll demonstrate, but we'll do that. So new game downwarp is pretty standard, hopefully. Not load game, but new game. Please fall through the floor. That's a good sign. That's enough, and now we load this save. And now we are on the bottom of the lake floor. The problem is we can't actually leave because all walls are double-sided in the land of Cyan. And we can't actually do a point-and-click warp by standard, but that can be pretty easily averted. So basically you walk from here, I don't know which way around, into this rock, and you load your save again. And now we can just warp back up. So both routes would use so-called bleeder first to do this. So as a divergence, you can do this instead of having to warp up back there. Unfortunately, it takes, a bunch of loading times. Here. Oh, there we go. Sheesh. But from here, they will diverge, at least right after power generation. I'm nearly certain that power generation is required in every route, at least with what we currently know. Excuse me, thank you. Alright, so from here, you would go out this way. For the less intensive route, what I would do is I would just warp through this door, which is actually not too difficult. I'll just demonstrate it now. We do a new game momentum carry. So you just face this way, and we load the save, and you're through the door. I swear, I had to do a cut there, sorry. And you basically can run through here, and instead of having to go all the way around Farley's, you can actually just walk over here and do all the standard stuff. Walk back, set up the cart, and you would skip the bleeder section, and you would just do a downwarp over there. But if you have a stronger stomach than the rest of us, then we're going to try Cartless out as a route. This I haven't got 100%, but I'm going to try to walk through what I think would happen here. So we are going to have to guess again, which is why this is probably a controversial route, but I'm cool with that. So you'd have to guess the code here. Give me a second. I have to find the code. While I'm finding the code, you may notice that there are only 2 times that we ever use that effect. 64965. The effect of using like the magical, you know what I mean, basically the entire premise of the game using the orbs. There are only 2 instances we ever use that. That is to get to the bleeder, and in current route to take the tower. If we skip the bleeder and we do intended tower, we can not go to the cart at all. However, this does pose a minor issue, which I'm trying to figure out on the fly at the moment. Oh, by the way, it may be more prudent to not do that and instead use momentum carries in new game to go through the doors instead. Still haven't workshopped that out yet. None of this is timed. That's okay. So, the last thing to do is water. And this is, I think, the major problem that sort of arises. Because I literally think the best way from here, because I don't think there's like a warp down or nothing. If there is, then this route is keen. I'm good with this route. This is going to be pretty amazing. But what we would have to do instead is you just stand in place, you know, take this position, and you do a new game down warp, which sucks because it does cost a decent amount of time. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Is this going to work? Well, would you look at that? Not bad. Good guess. So, anyways, we've now done water. You then just carry into here, and then to get up to the tower, you take the elevator up. And there is no point in this entire route where you have to go over there. I haven't timed any of this out, and in comparison to the modified route, it might not even matter, but this might be a pretty keen route to skip the cart, but you'd be trading for the combination. But to reiterate, we don't have to guess the combination using a bleeder first route. A bleeder first route could just be do bleeder, unlock power, warp through this door, you know, go through here, do water into cart, skip having to do the bleeder and just do the down warp into the tree, and so on and so forth. So it just moves the bleeder, which I think would be faster just on moving distances alone, but I'm not 100%. So yeah, I'll be looking at this. I might do a couple runs, but we'll see.